AEMP Education Foundation Technician of the Year Award is presented annually to the individual who exemplifies the heavy equipment profession's best technician. In recognizing technicians who are models of excellence within the profession, the foundation has two goals: to elevate the stature of the career and to bring awareness to the critical issue of the technician shortage found across the entire industry. The AEMP Education Foundation, in partnership with John Deere, is honored to bestow this prestigious award annually upon technicians who meet the following criteria: constantly educate themselves and by earning certifications and professional credentials, a demonstrated safety track record and sharing their safety philosophy with coworkers, improving their fleet's operations with applied innovation and technology, and finally, always maintaining a professional image and presence. The AEMP Education Foundation and John Deere would like to congratulate this year's Technician of the Year. Now, let's learn who's the winner. Please welcome Brian Riniker of John Deere, AEMP's proud partner in awarding this honor.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 2020 AEMP Technician of the Year event. My name is Brian Riniker and I'm with the John Deere Construction and Forestry Division. And it is my privilege to be with you guys today. We really appreciate you being here and helping us recognize the nation's top technician. I'm proud to say that John Deere has sponsored this prestigious award for the past 31 years. Over those 31 years, we have seen the resume of these technicians become more and more impressive each year, and this year was certainly no different. It's very important to us at John Deere to recognize the profession as it continues to be increasingly more important, and while the industry continues to battle the shortage of skilled labor. To put it simply, without technicians, we couldn't do what we do. We couldn't build what we build and help develop this beautiful world we live in. So a big thank you to all the technicians out there, the trade schools enabling these career paths, and for AEMP to continue hosting the Technician of the Year Award. This year's nominees were anonymously judged with emphasis on their education, experience, credentials, safety record and philosophy, innovation, and professional presence. The winner will receive a custom-built John Deere toolbox, national recognition in Equipment World and Equipment Manager emails, complimentary membership in AEMP for 1 year, as well as complimentary enrollment in the EMS certificate program and exam. At this time, I would like to announce our 2020 AEMP Technician of the Year winner, and David Alligood from Manatee County Government Fleet. Congratulations, David. Now I'd like to turn it over to Marcia Doyle, the editorial director of Equipment World, to say a few words.
Thank you, Brian. When you review David Alligood's nomination for AEMP's Tech of the Year, two things strike you right away. One is that he has raving fans, headed by Matthew Case, his boss at the Manatee County, Florida Governmental Fleet. Matthew cites his professionalism and the fact that he just gets rave reviews year after year in performance reviews. And Matthew's assessment is seconded by David's coworkers, who also cite his professionalism and his mentorship of younger techs, and the fact that he is so easy to work with and makes their job easier. The second thing that strikes you about David is the fact that he's a passionate learner. He has got a full plate. Not only is he a full-time technician himself, he oversees 2 technicians, and they have a wide range of equipment to manage and to repair and maintain. On top of everything else that David has on his plate, he is now studying to be an AEMP Equipment Management Specialist, which is going to be on top of a whole line of certifications that David already has under his belt. At Equipment World, we're excited to share stories like David's. Not only are we going to tell the story about how David got to where he is, we're going to pick his brain a little bit because we know he has a lot to say about what it takes to attract young people into this essential industry. We really appreciate the fact that we get to participate in the Tech of the Year program and the fact that David Alligood is such a great Tech of the Year for 2020. Congratulations, David. And now I'd like to turn this over to Matthew Case, David's manager at the Manatee County, Florida governmental fleet, who's going to give you some more details of why he nominated David.
So David is truly an asset to Manatee County government fleet. One of our tenured technicians, actually, even though he is a young man, he has been with us since 2007. David is the go-to guy on our equipment. There's nothing that this guy can't figure out. There's nothing that he can't resolve. There's no such thing as problems. It's just solutions we don't know yet. He truly is amazing watching him work. And, the technical advances that the equipment has these days. And even in my career here, watching David, nothing stops this guy. He is just like truly figure it out attitude. When you have a person like that, it truly spreads to everybody else. The team that he works with out there at the landfill, there's 3 of them that work out there. They have to be very close-knit. They're working on very expensive equipment. They're working on essential equipment because if the trash doesn't move, we have very unhappy citizens. So, David is truly the class act asset to the county. Some of the things that David does is, his attitude and his can-do attitude, it goes to everybody else. So when you work around excellence, you are excellence. David actually was instrumental in beginning to insource a lot of work that we were outsourcing. That coming from a technician, especially on a job that is difficult, requires lots of special tools, heavy lifting. A lot of times that doesn't want to be done in-house and it gets deferred or it gets moved out. David is one of those guys that developed a way to control costs, save costs, and actually insource that work. David is that go-to guy. I mean, he truly is almost as hands-off as you can. And it's amazing watching him work. David shows exemplary leadership skills, especially to subordinate employees. We do have some technicians that are coming up through the ranks, newer technicians, some technicians who have never worked on heavy equipment before. Some of them were car guys. Some of those were bus guys. And it's amazing when you pair these guys with him. He takes them and just places them. It truly is amazing. He places them under his wing. He demands the respect of being the lead guy and being the senior man, but he also has, that connection with all those different employees, all those different skill levels. And the other thing with David is, on a technical end, nothing is a stupid question. So if you have a question, all his guys that he works with out there know they can ask him. And that's just how he is. Well, as we very well know, safety is second to none. If you don't make it home in one piece after you've went to work, there really, it just cannot happen. When David is working with other technicians, and I actually like to go out there and sometimes I'll just kind of stand there and watch and see what they're doing. There's no unsafe activity going on. They've already thought 1 or 2 steps ahead. And where they learned that is from him, because that's how he works. I know of no safety issues that David has ever had working with the county, with our fleet. He makes sure the people he works with do the same thing. It's not worth it to rush. It's not worth it to get hurt. And on the other end, if he sees something that's not right, I know that he's going to say something and say, hey, why are we doing this? Especially where we're in the field or they're up on the hill working on a broken down piece of equipment on the landfill. Not a real fun environment. We're working on a big pile of trash, big equipment moving back and forth because they can't stop. David's the guy that makes sure all those people out there are safe. They all go home and it's truly an honor to see him work.
Well, my name's Tracy Brooks. I'm the Maintenance Operations Chief here at Manatee County Government. I've worked with David for 3 years now, and David is a shining example of our ACE philosophy, which is accountability, civics, and ethics. He's extremely hardworking, always gives 100% to whatever he does. He's honest, reliable, with really strong morals, great integrity. He's got a very clear vision of who he wants to be, where he wants to go. And he displays solid leadership qualities, which, you know, we're really looking forward to see his career progress. David's an asset to us here at Manatee County Fleet because he is just such a good worker. He knows what needs to be done. He'll stay late if he needs to get something done. He'll come in, work holidays. He deals with the landfill, so obviously we have legal obligations to fill if any of our equipment's down, and he will drop everything to make sure the equipment gets fixed and we can do what we need to do for the county. He's a really good example to other workers. He's very patient, he's kind. He always helps other people, shows them what to do, teaches them new tricks, and he's just a really reliable person. David makes my life very easy because he does everything that he's supposed to do. I don't have to micromanage him. I don't have to constantly be checking that something's been done. I know it will be done correctly every time. I know he works within the realms of the authority that he has. He will do what is best for the county, whether it is to save us money, whether it's to make something get fixed quicker. He does what he needs to do, and that makes my job a lot easier. David shows great leadership skills. He's a mentor to 2 technicians that he works with, and both of those technicians admire him and look up to him. All our customers think very highly of him.
David is an incredibly intelligent person, and he's also very hands-on. There is never a job that he will turn away, no job too big, no job too small. And when he tackles a job, he takes it head on, emphasizing quality over anything. Having worked under David's supervision, he has taught me so much about this industry, and he showed me what it means to be a well-rounded technician. He has taught me how to work on all different types of equipment and different trucks, different equipment. And he's taught me how to be well-rounded and how to prioritize to make sure that our fleet is as accessible and as ready as it possibly can be at all times.
My name's Stan Driggers. I'm Fleet Superintendent with Manatee County. I can tell you I've been in the fleet and automotive industry for over 42 years and retired military as a mechanic. And David Alligood is the most experienced and gifted technician I've ever worked for in my life. He's very knowledgeable. There's absolutely nothing he can't do. He's actually fabricated pullers and stuff that we could use to disassemble axles on a Caterpillar. He's actually hand fabricated stuff to go ahead and accomplish what our task was there, to where we could finish it and minimize the amount of downtime that we incurred. Him and the young man that works for him now, they've came up with their own way of doing it, and it saves an astronomical amount of time. Well, as, you know, as a superintendent, we are pretty busy, but David is one of the finest leaders that you'll ever be able to work with. And he's somebody that you can absolutely count on not letting you down. He goes above and beyond, and he'll fix, maintain, or accumulate stuff that's even not in the realm of his daily duty. He's 100% focused and reliable.
David, there truly is nobody else that is well-deserved to get this award. On behalf of the Association of Equipment Management Professionals and as the Manatee County Government Fleet Division Manager, congratulations on being Heavy Equipment Technician of the Year. Good luck, well deserved.
I just want to take a minute and thank everybody that was involved in this nomination. The hard work that was put into it, countless hours of getting everything together. I just want to thank Matt Case and, like I say, everybody else that was involved. A lot of names to put out, so definitely don't want to leave anybody out, but just want to thank you. And definitely humble and appreciative for everything. My dad basically would touch anything and everything and fix anything. And as a young kid, you kind of think, wow, this guy can do almost anything. And it kind of gave me the vision that fixing things with my hand, makes you feel accomplished doing something. And I think that's kind of, working on go-karts and motorcycles and stuff at a young age kind of propelled me into this career path. I had some help with my first employer, sent me to technical school. His name is Bill Lee, and I want to thank him for the opportunity to go to school. Excelled in school, was basically kicked out early, said you don't need to be here anymore. Program for you is over. Go on with your career. So worked with him for a little while. Economy, kind of took a tank. Got let go. 2 months later, I'm here, Manatee County. Been here 13 years. And just, take the philosophy that I have a lot of integrity in the repairs that I perform. I don't know. I just love doing what I do. The bigger the job, the better. Most people are scared by certain jobs, but I hit them full steam and see them to the end. So, it's definitely a very good industry to get into. You have to be willing to learn anything and everything at the drop of a hat. Technology is progressing so fast, and I actually think the younger generation is going to help some of these older guys because they're a lot better with computers and the IT aspects of things, and I just feel hopefully a big interest in this field for younger people is encouraged. And yeah, you think back when I was younger, it was carburetors and there were still points out, and you ask a kid nowadays, it's coil on plug and cam sensors. So there's a lot of shift nowadays, and I think we definitely need to involve the younger generation in this career path. Yeah, I just want to once again thank everybody who is involved, friends, family, co-workers. This is a tremendous achievement, and as you said, 2021 will have someone hard to beat. Thank you.
Well, David, those are pretty neat testimonials from your peers. Anytime you hear someone described as being committed to quality, going above and beyond, helping and inspiring others, being a leader within the organization, kind of a go-to guy, and I could go on and on from the comments your peers made. You found the right person for this award and today's recognition. So I want to say thanks again for what you do day in and day out. Clearly, you're setting an example for technicians all over the world to strive to be like, and we certainly appreciate what you do. And to AEMP, I'd like to say thanks for continuing to use your platform to promote the technician career choice and the industry as a whole. For over 31 years, you've been doing that, and we very much appreciate that. And to everyone else, thanks again for attending today's 2020 AEMP Technician of the Year ceremony. We appreciate your support, and we encourage you to nominate one of your own over the next year and continue to give the technicians you have recognition that they deserve, because we need that profession to thrive for the years to come. So until we see each other again, please stay safe and take care.